How about that 364 on a Helles? Have you ever had a Helles and you're like, you know what? I think that's just a 364.
People give lagers so much worse, scores on Untappd.
Yeah.
It's like, well, it wasn't hoppy as fuck. It's like, well, I hope not. It's a goddamn Helles.
But have
It's
you
not
ever
supposed
had
to
a
be.
Helles that you were just like, this isn't good or refreshing?
I mean, I've had some bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's usually how I start off at a brewery. I'm like, hey, I've never been here before. You got a Helles? I'll try that. I'll try like a West Coast. I'll try like one of each. The Helles is always a good bar setter for.
Yeah, it is a good indicator.
Yeah. It's
Yeah. If you can lager,
right.
you're probably good at everything else.
Yeah. It's a lot harder to hide in those lagers than it is.
Yeah.
That's true.
Hazies. Throw a bunch of shit in there, make it hazy and hoppy, and you're good to go.
Hey, why don't you just call me out
So
there?
gross.
So gross. Says the person who's about to can their new hazy.
Honestly, I hate making them. It's the worst.
Well, they're probably the worst
They're
to clean,
so
right?
disgusting, like cleaning for
Yeah.
them. They're so sticky. There's stuff everywhere. Hop matter all over the fermenter. Took me 30 minutes to unclog the bottom of the fermenter the last time I made a hazy.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
It was great.
And it guaranteed looks like poop coming out every time when you're cleaning out the hazies.
Yeah, I also have to like shove a brush up there so it really looks so good.
It's very appetizing.
I hear some brewers don't like making them because they don't consider it a completely brewed beer.
I don't know. I mean, I think that they're just sticky and gross. I don't like cleaning up after them. But also, dry hopping during active fermentation is also terrible.
And messy and explosive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very explosive.
Didn't you have one recently, like go everywhere or something? Is that you that was telling us that?
No, I didn't have one that exploded or anything. But like when I dry hopped during active fermentation, it was the first time that I had done it in a really long time because I was using Kvike yeast before. And I could dry hop at knockout because it's like pretty intense yeast. And I used a thiolized yeast this time. And I didn't want to do like a knockout hop because if it wasn't intense enough, it might like mess with the yeast, right?
Okay.
So I left the blow off arm open and it like just pushed hops all out the blow off arm. It was great.
Like,
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Honestly, so this last time we made hazy on Thursday, I dry hopped on Friday and I kept the blow off closed and it reached 15 psi.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Doesn't the yeast like not like that much PSI or?
Yeah, so you just let it out.
Okay.
You don't want it to be under pressure for very long.
Right.
But you just let it out like after an hour, very slowly, just crack it and
That's insane.
let it. Yeah.
Those things are alive. It's like Frankenstein beer.
Yeah. There's like a very intense, violent reaction between hops and active yeast.
Good times.
Yeah.